Good afternoon. Come on in, fancy friends. Come and join me today on this gorgeous Wednesday here in New Jersey. It's beautiful today. Actually, a little chilly today. Winter is sneaking its head in New Jersey here a little bit today. Whoa, it's going down into the 20s tonight. Freeze warning. So we're bundling up in New Jersey, but what a great day to come and join you, and you come in and craft with me. Hello, Sharon. How are you? And if you could do me a favor, if you don't see that red like button up in the corner there, that means you're watching on the replay, and I want to say thank you so much for doing that. And if you could just put in the comments, #replay, so I know you're watching. And if you're new when you're watching on the replay, let me know that you're new so I can welcome you to our page. Hello, Dawn. How are you? And guys, if you can get those hearts going like it's 4th of July, so some of our fancy friends can also join us. Thanks, everybody, for coming on today. Happy Wednesday. Blessings to everyone. All right, let me show you what we're doing today. I haven't done one of these in such a long time. I've had this silver tray in my room here for, oh gosh, almost a year. And I said it's time to do it. Hello, Connie. Hello, Etta. Hello, Vintage Hydrangea and Luann. Guadalupe's here. Hello, everybody. Look at this, guys. Is this the most, look at this. It's got feet and all. It's heavy. I'm telling you, it's heavy. This is not something that you would do that you'd hang on a wall. Hello, Janet and Lori and Donna. And look at the feet. I wanted to show you. Look at the detailing on that. Is that gorgeous? I purchased this at a sale about a year ago. $15. Oh, it's unbelievable. Hello, Trish from Southern New Jersey. Welcome, Jersey girl. But look how pretty that is. So I've been waiting to do a project on it, and now's the time. Now, I don't think we'll be able to finish the whole thing today because I got a lot of stuff that I want to do to this. I want to do some crackling and all that kind of stuff. So we'll see how far we can get. Hi, Deborah and Elizabeth. So we're going to be using Decoupage Queen paper on this, and look at this pretty. Now, Decoupage Queen doesn't just sell their line of paper. They have other distributors that they also sell. So this is, if you're looking for that Calambre, there we go. Isn't that gorgeous? Look how pretty. It's got some faint writing in the background there, but isn't this gorgeous? And you can use this different ways, up and down, or you can also do it horizontally. So it's really pretty. I have that tray. You do, Karen. Oh, yay. So I'm thinking about using this in my dining room, display stuff on. So after we get the tray done, we're going to decoupage the paper on here. I'm going to do crackling on it, guys. You know what the crackling is, right? It's the fine line crackle by Pentart. It gives you the really fine crackling. So I'm going to do that on there, and I think it's going to look super duper pretty. So, hey, Norma. Hi, Gina. How are you guys today? Thank you for the hearts. You guys are amazing. You guys are amazing. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you. And we got Kathleen from Michigan. You love the paper. I know. It's just simply gorgeous. Guys, if you're interested in this, the link should be down below. I tried again. Hopefully it works. That the link is down there for Decoupage Queen. If not, it's on my link tree on my Facebook page. You just hit Decoupage Queen and it pops up. But what you have to do is you have to hit the hamburger bar in Decoupage Queen and look at Calambre. And it's DGR 176. Hello, Rebecca. How are you today? Thanks for joining, guys. All right, so let's get started. Let's put this to the side. I don't want to get anything on it right now. All right. I'm using Paint Couture paint. It has a built-in primer and a top coat in it. So I don't have to worry about priming this. If I wasn't, my primer of choice is Slick Stick. So if you're using some kind of chalk paint or something like that, you might want to put a primer on it so it sticks to your project. And I like Dixie Belle Slick Stick. That's just my personal choice. There's plenty of them out there. You use what you like, but just letting you know what my choice is. So Dixie, like I said, Paint Couture, their paints. Hey, Terry, do have a primer and a top coat. But even besides that, I'm going to be putting wax all on here. So the wax is going to protect it anyway. So there we go. And we have Carolyn from Connecticut, originally from the Bronx, New York. Welcome. You are right in my area here, Carolyn. Welcome. Let me put you down, guys, so you can see a little bit better. There we go. Now you can see what I'm doing. You don't need to see me. You need to see the project. There we go. Let's put it this way. Let me get you a little bit. Wait. Ooh. There we go. I think that's better. Hey, Edith, thank you for spreading the blessings and the love. I appreciate that you always coming on my page and doing that for all of us. Thank you, and blessings to you too, Edith. All right, so we're going to be using the color, one of my favorites from Paint Couture. It's called Italian Ivory. And I'm using a brush today to cling on. This is one of my brushes I used in my furniture painting days, guys. But I figured we need something big so we get the project done. All right. And we have some people from Connecticut. I don't know if Luann is on here. Luann is from Connecticut. I'm not sure where in Connecticut she's from, but we do have some people, Carolyn, from Connecticut. Now, what I'm going to paint, I just like to wet my brush a little bit. Just make sure paint go on a little easier. Just like that. Thank you, Carolyn. I appreciate it. This is a mister bottle, guys. It's not it's not like a bottle like a Windex bottle where it sprays in a stream. It's a mist. Okay, so let's get this started. Let's get this painted, and we can get on with this. Now, remember, white's a little bit difficult. Not difficult, but it usually takes 2 coats to go over the silver. So you just want to get your first coat is just like, I want to know what I call it, like a slop coat, right? It doesn't have to be perfect. You're just trying to get it on there. And then your second coat, you might want to be a little bit more particular about it, but look how pretty that looks already. Just painted with the white. But this has so many pretty details on it. It's just gorgeous. My sister got me another one yesterday. I love the ones with the feet on it. And my sister got me a round one yesterday with the feet on it. I'm like, whoa. She got it for $1. I don't know where she was that she got it for $1. But she sent me pictures. She goes, look what I got you. And I thought it was just a tray, which is very pretty. But then I look, I go, wait a minute, it's got feet. Oh, that even makes it better. Hello, Patty Jo and Anita Kennedy. How are you? We're just going to be painting. Actually, there we go. Painting a silver tray today. Painting, decoupaging. So let's get the paint on there. Let's just get, or actually, what is called? It's called a scratch coat in my furniture painting days. Just want to get your scratch coat on there, just to get your first coat on. I forgot what it was called. It's called a scratch coat. Almost forgot what that was called. So we're getting our scratch coat on, and then we're going to put the other paint on, their second coat. Now, also, we're going to be doing some waxes on here. Remember the other day I used Pentart, the wax pastes. We're going to be putting some of that on there with the gold, so it's going to be pretty when it's done. Hello, and if I'm missing any questions, I so apologize, and I will go back afterwards and respond to you if you have any questions. Like I said, if you ever have any questions that you definitely want answered, your best bet is to private message me, and I will get back to you. But I do not get back to you usually till the nighttime when I'm laying in bed, and then I go through my messages. Hello, Trish. Please consider teaching how-to furniture. Oh, would you like that? I do have videos on my page, Trish. If you go back, at least 2 years, I have plenty of furniture painting videos on there on my Facebook page of me doing furniture. So you can go back in the archives. I don't know how far back this Facebook go with your videos. I don't know, but there are a lot of videos. Hello, Sheila. How are you? Woo. Thanks for joining. All right, so let's get this dry, and then we're going to put our second coat on. There you go. So remember, if you're doing this and you don't have a paint that has a built-in primer on your silver trays, you're going to want to put a primer on. And like I said, my to-go-to is Slick Stick by Dixie Belle. So all you have to do is look up Dixie Belle, see if you have a local retailer in your area, and if you don't, they do have it on. I do have it in my Amazon store. But Slick Stick, I've tried other ones, and I just find that that's the best. But if you're using Paint Couture, it has a built-in primer and top coat in it already, so you don't have to worry about it. And plus, like I said, I'm going to be doing some waxes. We'll be doing a brown wax on here, and then I might gold leaf this whole thing here. I'm not sure yet. it's going to speak to me, either gold leaf or got these beautiful wax pastes by Pentart. I got these two pretty ones. I'm not sure which one I'm going to use yet. One is gold and the other is, what is the other one? Brass. So I have the two of those. Is that what you're using? Yes, that's what I'm using, Norma. That is what I'm using. If I get a big jug of it, a big container, I like to put them in the smaller little containers. I'm just always afraid of contaminating my whole jar for some reason, you know. So I got these little containers. Someone gave them to me. Aren't they the cutest little thing? They gave me a big bag of them, and that was so sweet of her. Actually, it was from my friend where I used to have the people who owned the place where I used to have my booth, Gray Barn Antiques, and she used to sell paint, and she used to have samples, and she had all this left over, and she gave them to me, so I have it right in here. There we go. Guys, whose allergies are kicking in? Mine are like screaming kicking in. So excuse me if I have to take some drinks of water and whatever. I apologize. But if any of you are going to be available around 5:30, Gray Barn Antiques. Gray Barn Antiques, they have a Facebook page, and they do live sales every single Wednesday at 5:30, and they ship anywhere in the United States. Very reasonable prices, so you might want to check them out tonight. Gray Barn Antiques, it's their Facebook page. Gray, Grey, and it's 5:30, guys. And they have some great, she has some great stuff on there. Things you don't see anywhere else. Beautiful antiques, and the prices are wonderful. And they do ship, and they ship fast. Ask some of the people on here who've already purchased from them. Hi, Deborah. Hi, Kathy. All right, so we're just going to get this on there, and then we're going to go and we're going to put our paper down, guys. Now, I'm not trying to get it in every single nook and cranny of all this little stuff right here, guys, because I'm going to be going over I'm going with a brown, well, dark brown wax, and that's going to fill it all in. And I think with some of the silver still coming through, a little bit of the silver, and then the brown wax, I think it's going to be pretty. So I'm not pouncing and really trying, you know, crazy to get it in there. All right, and you don't really have to go crazy for the bottom too. Remember, I'm decoupaging this whole thing here on the bottom, so it doesn't have to be perfect. You just want to get a light coat of some color paint on there so your decoupage paper pops. Remember, you need a light coat of paint before you apply your decoupage paper so the paper pops. That goes with napkins, tissues, whatever you're using. You want to put it on top of a light color just so you can get all the details of your tissue paper or napkin or whatever you have on there. There we go. Look how pretty that is. Let's see. What place ships fast? It's called Gray Barn Antiques. It's an antique store in Andover, New Jersey, and they do a live sale every single Wednesday at 5:30 Eastern Standard Time, and they ship crazily, super fast. The husband Don, as soon as you're done, he's already preparing the boxes to ship it out the following morning. I mean, they're just wonderful. Now, they can't ship every single thing in their store, depending on how big it is, but whatever's in the sale, she will be able to ship. But if she's showing you the store, some things aren't shippable because it all depends on the size. So hope that helps you out. What is the name of the store, Christina? It's called Gray Barn Antiques, Grey. Gray Barn Antiques. They have a Facebook page, and that's where she does her live off of the Facebook page. So go check it out, guys. That's where I used to have my booth. I had my booth in Gray Barn Antiques. Okay, there we go. Painting is done, ladies. Okay, so let's dry it, and then let's get our paper on. Here we go. I'm happy you're catching me again, Barbara. Thanks for coming on. I appreciate it. Thank you for the hearts too. That's going to get some of our friends that are not getting the notifications. Now they will get them. Because then Facebook goes, there's a party going on there. They're putting all those hearts up. Now remember also, I do have a Telegram channel that's pinned to my top of my page if you want to join Telegram. And that's where I go live. I give you a text when I'm coming live 99% of the time. And Gina from Arizona. Welcome, Gina. Guys, if you're new to the page, let us know that you're new so we can welcome you. I would appreciate it. Thank you. Hello, Wanda and Gwen. Sorry, guys, my eyes. There we go. Just want to make sure that's a little tacky right there. Got to make sure it's dry. Thank you. You liking how this looks? Hey, Cindy. How are you, Cindy? You've still been in our Fancy Friends thoughts and prayers, my friend. I hope everything's going okay, honey. This is not chalk paint. No, this is not. This is Paint Couture Decoupage. I'm sure it's Paint Couture paint, and it's a mineral paint. It's not a chalk paint. It has a top coat and a primer built in. You can use chalk paint. Absolutely, you can use chalk paint. But if you use chalk paint, just make sure that you put a primer on. And my like I said, my primer of choice is Dixie Belle Slick Stick. You're hanging in there, okay, Cindy. But you have been in our Fancy Friends prayers every single day. So just so you know, prayers, Cindy. I'm giving you a virtual hug. I'm giving you a virtual hug, Cindy. I wish I could hug you in person. Snowing in Vermont, Donna. I'm telling you, right here on the East Coast. You got to bring in your plants tonight. It's going down into the 20s in New Jersey. Crazy. Just crazy. Oh, and I just planted some, my son and my husband just planted some stuff for me, a butterfly bush and stuff on Mother's Day. I hope it survives. Hey, Susan, how are you? Thanks for coming on. I appreciate it. All right, so now I'm just using a water. I filled them up. I got my 2 water pens, guys, and now we're just going to go around the details of this paper, and we're going to do it so it fits nicely on here. All right, so let me see where I want it to go. It covered everything, did it? Oh, goodness. Wow. Cover everything, I know. Cover everything, I know. Oh, I can't believe we just planted them on Sunday. What the heck? All right. Aw, thank you, everybody, for continued prayers for Cindy. I appreciate it. Cindy and her whole family. I appreciate it. All right, so now you got your water pen, and I'm just going to go around, and there we go. And just going around, and then we're just going to tear. Just going around the edges. Let me see where are we? There we go. And it doesn't, ladies, it does not need to be perfect. What do we like? We like perfectly imperfect, right? That's what we like here. And yesterday's tomorrow's perfectly imperfect. If you don't have a water pen, no worries. You just use a brush with some, and just dip it into water. That's okay. Where'd you get the paper from, Mary? It's from Decoupage Queen. And I hope, I don't know, guys, let me know. Is there a link below? I tried again to put the Decoupage Queen link. I'm not sure if it's showing or not. All right, so now I'm just tearing my paper. But it's Decoupage Queen. I do have a link on my link tree, but I did try to put the link down below before I came on. Not sure if it worked or not. So let me know. Cover up the butterfly bush. Yes, I'm going to, because it's a very small one. I just purchased it. It's tiny. It's only this big. It looks so fragile. Oh, and I'm so excited about it because they're saying that deer will not eat butterfly bushes. So I'm excited about it. But they say it's going to go about 26 to 28 degrees here tonight in New Jersey. What the heck? And they're always, the rule of thumb is after Mother's Day, you should be okay. Luann, the link is there. Thank you, Luann. I appreciate you. Luann, there's somebody on here that's from Connecticut. I was just talking about you. saying that you're from Connecticut. There we go. So the link is below for the Decoupage Queen. If you're interested in the paper, I would appreciate you using my link. Because it doesn't cost you any extra, but I do get a little small percentage of whatever you purchase, and that helps me continue doing what I do, guys. That's how I can continue making these lives by the affiliate link. So if you purchase from Decoupage Queen, just use my link. I just appreciate it. There we go. All right. And can you see, guys? And look at that. Look how pretty that's looking there. Look. Wow, how pretty. Hey, Beverly. So the water pen is easy. Guys, the water pen is easy to do it with. And you can get them pretty much anywhere. But like I said, if you don't have a water pen, just use your brush and just put it into some water. There we go. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just doesn't. A little bit goes up the side. It's no big deal. I'm going to be putting some wax around the edges, so it's really not a big deal. There we go. Just like so. Now before after I decoupage this, but before I put the wax on, I will be putting a clear wax over it first, then the dark wax. Because if you put a clear wax over your project first, it gives you a little extra time to move the dark wax, if that makes sense. Paint likes to soak up wax. Hey, Linda. Thank you, Luann. Paint likes to soak up dark wax. And if you put where are we going here? Okay, if you put the clear wax first, then what's happening is the paint's soaking up the clear wax. And then it gives you time to put the dark wax on, and you can move it around. You could take, if there's a spot where it's a little too dark, it's a little bit easier to take off. So I hope that's making some sort of sense about the dark wax and the white wax. So I always, not the white wax, the clear wax. So that's why I always clear wax everything first before I put the dark wax on. You can just put the dark wax on straight if you want, but it's not going to give you really a chance to move. Once you put it on, it's going to soak it right up. There we go. All right, so I'm just kind of doing it just like that, and it's just tearing real easy. Thanks, Cindy. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. So guys, this weekend, starting, I believe it's Friday night. So excited. Craft Around the Clock is having their 50th K celebration, and it's going to be a pajama party. It's a pajama party, guys. So most of the creators are going to be partnering up with someone and doing a duo live, and I'm going to be on with, and if you don't know who she is, please go check out her page. It's Grace from the Comfy Nest. Yes, it is. It was an antique store find, but I'll be partnering up with Grace from the Comfy Nest. If you don't know who she is, go check out her page and please go follow her. And we're going to be on, I think it's in the morning on Saturday, so we'll be in our PJs. It's 8:30 Central Time, 9:30 Eastern Time. And it's a celebration of Craft Around the Clock. We have 50,000 followers on Craft Around the Clock page. So we are celebrating. So it's beginning Friday night, all day Saturday, and it goes into the night, like 1, 2, 3 o'clock into the night. Oh my God. So if you were a late night person, you were going to be seeing people crafting 3, 4 o'clock in the morning live. Where's the tray from? It's beautiful. Thank you. This I purchased at a antique store here in the area. They were having one of their sales with vendors outside or whatever, and one of the vendors was getting rid of it. It was only $15. So I was like, whoa. So these kind of trays you really can find at, sales like that, or thrift stores, estate sales, you can find them at. This is where you would find trays like this. My sister just found one. I don't know. She must have been at some garage sale or whatever. She found one yesterday. It's a round one with feet on it too. And I didn't ask her where she got it, but I'm assuming it was an estate sale or something like that. And she's always going to those. So we'll be doing one with that project. There we go. Okay, guys, look at, see, it's just, it doesn't take long, but you just want to go little by little and then just tear it with, there we go. There we go, guys. Look at that. Yes. Hey, right, Mary? It's going to be fun late night crafting. I'm not a night owl, and either is my friend Grace. So we said we're going to do early in the morning. So we got one of the early slots. She goes, Kim, she goes, well, let's do it together. She goes, but I'm not a night owl. I said, either am I. She goes, let's do it real early. I said, okay, sounds good. So that's what we're doing. All right, guys. So pretty much that's what's going to look like. Well, sort of. Now let's decoupage it down. All right. So my decoupage medium of choice is, here we go. Same thing. That's it. Decoupage, Pink Couture decoupage medium. This is matte. It comes in shine, which is satin. So it's a 2, and it has glossy also. But this is my decoupage medium of choice. All right, now let me lift this up. I just want to make sure it's cut. Okay, so now I'm only going to do half, and then we'll put the other half down. Okay, so let me see. I put it in another little bottle too. Sometimes it's just easier to put them in these little ones. I'm running out. Okay, now I got to refill it. There we go. Okay, so let me get my brush and let's get decoupage. Now remember how what I'm saying is my decoupage tip is you do not need a lot of product. You don't want to have it like where there's gobs of decoupage medium. It won't lay as nice when you put a lot of decoupage medium down. You just need a little bit. And then I'm just getting it into, can you see, into the nooks and crannies. You don't do the ornament. I wouldn't do the ornament method for this. I guess you could. I'm not sure. I've just never done the ornament method when I'm doing it on a silver tray. Could you? I guess you could. But I just never have. I don't know, with heating up the silver tray and the tray getting hot because it's silver, I'm not sure. So I really can't answer that question. I just, I won't answer a question and give you an answer if I haven't done it and I know something works. I have never done it that way. So I can't really answer that. So could it be done? Probably, but I just never did. So I'm not sure with the metal tray what the outcome is. I don't know with the metal getting hot with the iron, but maybe it could be. All right, so there we go. All right, so I'm just going to put this down just like that. And just with my hand, just push it down just like so. Look how nice that goes down. What I'm liking about this paper, guys, this is rice paper. Decoupage Queen is rice paper. And rice paper goes on really, really nice on metal trays. And I'm just making sure what I'm doing. I'm just taking my finger and making sure that the edges are down, just like that. All right, and I'm just hitting it with my hand, just like this, just to make sure there's no bubbles, no nothing, and it's pretty much set down. Yes, it probably would get hot. That's what I'm thinking, and I don't know what would happen if the metal got hot, so that's why I'm thinking no, but I shouldn't say that because I've never done it. So, but I'm saying I don't know if you could. All right, so now I'm bending it back. So here is where the glue line is, or the decoupage medium. I kind of roll it back just a little bit, right? Because you want to make sure that you don't even have the, you have it, the decoupage medium all the way through. So if you push it back a little bit from where you ended, you'll make sure you got your decoupage medium down. All right. So this is just a thin coat, guys, thin. And this decoupage medium is my favorite, guys. It really is. It really, really works really well. It's not as thick as Mod Podge. I know I'd say that wrong. So that's why I'm not a fan of Mod. I mean, I'll use Mod Podge every now and then, but I'm not a huge fan of it. And that's just me. Whoop, whoop, got a goober there. There we go. Let me just see. All right. And especially if you're working on something that you want to keep for a really long time like this, you don't want to use Mod Podge. Mod Podge does not have a UV, it's not UV protectant. It will yellow over time. So I would get a better decoupage medium if you were doing this, doing something that you really want to keep for a long time. And this is just the one that I prefer. I know there's a bunch out there that other people like, but you use what you like to use. All right, so there we go. Now I'm just pushing this down, and I'm going down just gently like that. There we go. Just gently pushing it down, and what I'm doing is I'm making sure that no air bubbles are getting in. There we go. All right, so there we go. And then what I'm doing is just pressing it down, and again, see around the sides, I'm making sure that I'm pushing the paper down as I'm going down the sides, just like that. There we go. Just pushing down the paper. Guys, this stuff perfect. Now, if you see any air bubbles, you can just take a little saran wrap and then push it down with the saran wrap to get the bubbles out. But rice paper is pretty easy not to get air bubbles. Tissue paper a little bit harder, but guys, look how gorgeous that is. Isn't that so beautiful? So pretty. I on a basket today. Oh, did you did you do a basket? How pretty. How pretty. Very nice. Very nice. All right, then you want to take your decoupage medium, and now you want to go around the edges, and you want to make sure. Now you're just doing can you see? Look how much little bit I have on there. You want to go around your edges, just like so. Just to make sure that they are down. Just like that. Now you can't, if you were just gonna leave it like this, you would put a coat of the decoupage medium all over it, but we're gonna be doing crackling. So I'm just gonna put the fine line crackle over it, the step 1 of it, and it's gonna be fine. But it needs to dry. Fine line crackle will not work if it's at all wet. It's got to be totally dry for it to work, guys. How do I know that? Because I did it one time and the thing wasn't wet, and I'm like, it was still wet. Damp. It was damp. It was damp to the point that I didn't even think it was damp at all, but it had some moisture in it, and it didn't form the crackles. So FYI, you need to make sure it's dry before you put it on. All right, so now there's just a little piece right here. The little overhang. Oh, hold on, let me get my little knife right here. And let me just, the little overhang of the piece of paper that I want to get off. Probably should be using, I should be using an X-Acto knife. There we go. There's a will, there's a way. Don't do what I do, use an X-Acto knife. Probably, yeah. I just don't think the iron-on method would work. Just don't think. There we go. All right, so there we go. And I'm just getting all of the edges down, just like that. All right. All right, so now let me just dry the edges and get those dry. And then I'm gonna put, a coat of the light wax and the dark wax on so you could see that. And at the end, what we're going to do is we're going to put the fine line. We're going to put step 1 on, guys. Now, step 1 takes a little while to dry. So what we'll probably do is let that dry, and then we're going to come back tomorrow, do step 2, crackle it, and we're going to put our wax paste over into all the crackles. It's going to look really pretty. All right. So let's see. Where's my wax? Okay. So I was a furniture painter, like I said, so I'm using what I have. My wax of choice is Annie Sloan. That's what I have. I have the clear wax of Annie Sloan, and I got the dark wax of Annie Sloan. So that's, I mean, use what you have, whatever dark wax you have. I know there's one from Home Depot. It's really good. I hear it's excellent. I just never used it yet. And once I run out of Annie Sloan, I will probably get it. Oh, you can't find silver trays anywhere? Oh no. Darn it. Here, you pretty much can find them everywhere. Like I said, my sister just got one again yesterday. There we go. I wonder if they would have them on eBay, but if they did have them on eBay, they probably would be very expensive, I would think. Let's see. Thank you, Edith. I appreciate it. Thank you, guys. I know. Just if I just left it just like this, it would be really pretty. If I just took a little bit of the wax and just highlighted the tips of it, but we got to make it more fancy here, right? We got to make it more fancy. Yeah, I don't even know, guys, if I'm going to get this on there yet. This is wet. This is wet. And I really want it to dry before I put this on there, because I really want to see the crackle through it. So I can feel it right now. It's wet. Rose says, look at Gray Barnes Lives. Yes, there you go. Rose just said, maybe, you know what, let me call up Gray Barn when I'm off of here. I wonder if she's got any silver trays, and ask her to put it into her lives today, guys. I could ask her, and I will. I'll call her up. The woman who does the lives, her name is Jeanette, and it's a husband and wife, Jeanette and Don. And I'm gonna ask her if she's got any silver trays, and if she does, I'll ask her if she would put it in the live today. And if you guys tune in 5:30 Eastern Standard Time, maybe she'll have one on there. Now I'm gonna ask her. I don't know if she does. You know what I mean? Hey, Christy's Creations, how are you? Hello, Daphne. But guys, yeah, for you guys who can't get silver trays, I will ask her. When we're done here, I will call her up and see if she's got any available. And if she does, I'm sure she'll put it on the live. Absolutely, positively, she will do that. So make sure it's Gray Barn, Grey. Barn Antiques, and his Facebook page. So go and follow. It's every Wednesday at 5:30. I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. All right, here we go. Okay, so let's get the clear wax on there. Now look what I got, guys. Use what you have. This is a part of a first time watching. Well, welcome everybody. Welcome, Christy. Thanks for coming on. Look, it's a brush that I use to paint with and put my decoupage medium on, but the bottom broke off. But I'm like, well, you can use it for something, right? But look, put your wax on with, right? Don't throw anything out. Look, so this is, okay, that's clear wax, Annie Sloan's clear wax. And I'm just going around it just like that. So don't throw anything away, guys. I was gonna throw this in the garbage. I'm like, oh, it broke, the brush broke. I'm like, but you know, it's already cleaned and washed. I'm like, no, I could use it to put my wax on with. So there we go. Now it's great to put your wax on with too. Also, if you've got any stencil brushes that are no good anymore, I like to use stencil brushes to put wax on with also. So I'm going all around with the clear, and this is going to give me time when I go to put my dark wax on to move it around with, guys. There we go. So you just put it on just like this, and then you just wipe it back. That's all. That's all it is. And I think they have the clear also. This is Annie Sloan, like I said, but if the Home Depot one has clear also, I think. Here we go. And that should be good. Let me just make sure. Oh, no, I didn't miss a spot. Thought I missed that spot. There we go. Let's see. I know, don't you? I love my essential brushes too. I do too. But I've had some that are ancient and they finally went. They last a really long time, guys. They do. But if you have one that's pretty old and it's not working for you anymore, don't throw it away. Save it for your and then done. Now you can throw it away. You can't fix it by putting a little resin. I'm missing some of the comments. I apologize, guys, if I can't see. Sometimes it's going by so quick. I'm missing some of the comments, so I apologize. But I will go back and read them. I love you guys. Sometimes you give me some great tips and tricks, and I do appreciate it. I'm like, oh, I never thought about that. So I appreciate it. So now I'm just taking. Now you just want to take your paper towel and just wipe it back. That's all. You can fix your brushes using resin. Oh, okay, yeah. I know, it's a Dollar Tree brush though. I'm like, some of them I do fix. I just glue it back together again. But I'm like, I know I can use that for my waxing today. All right, so I'm just feeling it, making sure I got all the excess off just like that. Okay, so that should be good. All right. Okay, so now let's, oh, actually, I could just wipe this off and we get to put the brown on there. What am I doing? What am I doing? There we go. Let's get the clear out of here. We could just put the brown on there. There we go. Just like that. All right, and let's just, now this is like the dark wax. See, I had the big container, so I just put them in these little things like that. All right. And let's just put that in there. Okay. And let's start. Let's just get some of the details right here and let's just start. Okay, let me see how that looks. Beautiful, guys. Look how pretty. See, now this is what I mean by it's giving you some time to work. If I didn't put the wax on it, it would just soak it up. Guys, can you look how pretty that looks? Now it looks aged and not brand new. Now, once you got the wax on here, you need to get to a clean spot. Every time you put the wax on, you want to get to a clean spot. Or otherwise you're just moving the wax around and you're not getting it off. You need a clean spot. All right. Now, if you use the baby wipe, guys, you could even get more off if you wanted to. You can use baby wipes. But look at that handle. Isn't that pretty how it's in all the nooks and crannies? Actually, you know what? Maybe I'll just use a baby wipe. Let me just use a baby wipe. I think it's just not as, it's just a little softer just to move the stuff. There we go. You can get in a little bit. There we go. Perfect. So you just put it on just like that, guys. But the trick with this is making sure, like I said, you do put your clear wax on beforehand. And it'll go on a lot easier for you. See, now once it has it in, you got the wax, you got to take it and you got to get to a clean, almost. Get to a clean spot. And let me just show you real quick. There we go. Look how pretty that's looking, guys. Isn't that gorgeous? Look how pretty. So gorgeous. I love the dark wax. Now, we're not going to be done with this yet. We're going to be putting some of the waxes on there too to enhance it. So, hey, Helen, how are you? Thanks for coming on. I appreciate it. Thanks, everybody. So this is step one. And then tomorrow, before I come live, I will put this in the morning. I'll put the fine line crackle on. the step one, so we can get that dry, or otherwise we're just here forever, just, you know, waiting to dry. And then we'll do the fun part where it's, you take the step two and you dry it, and that's when the fun begins, when you actually see all the crinkling. There we go. All right, and then just wipe it back, just like that. Whoop. Go through a lot of baby wipes, and you go through a lot of paper towels, guys, when you're doing this. So just be prepared. And see how I like it, how it's getting into the little hole, the little lines right there? Look how pretty that looks. Now I'm going to be going around the whole edges. See right here, I got a little bit too, but I'm going to be going around the whole edges after. I want to get this outside done first, and then I'll go around the edges. Now you take off as much as you want, and you can leave as much as you want. It depends on what the look you're going for with the wax. And the longer you leave the wax on, the darker it'll be, if that makes sense. Because it'll still soak up somewhat. You know what I'm saying? But it won't, so the longer you leave it on, the darker it'll get. So let me just show you. Look how pretty. Isn't that gorgeous? So pretty. Is that material? You haven't been able to find me, Marianne? Marianne, you need to go on to, you need to join my Telegram page, my Telegram channel. If you go to my link, if you go on my page and you, it's pinned to the top, and you hit it and join my Telegram channel, and that's when I come on and I give a heads up when I'm coming live. If I give a heads up on Facebook, nobody gets it. Nobody gets it. So that's why I got the Telegram channel, guys. And like I said, 99% of the time I will say I'm coming live. Sometimes the spur of the moment ones, like, oh, I forgot to say I was coming live. There we go. All right, so let's move this around this way. There we go. Isn't that so pretty? And then you just take it off. There we go. Let's go there. There we go. And just wipe it back just like that. Now remember, once you got it on there like that, you got to move it and you got to take it off. And I just go like in a swirling motion, just like so. And I like to keep a little bit in the nooks and crannies right here, a little bit darker. I like the effect that gives. It's almost like an aged look, you know, if something looks aged and it looks a little dirty or whatever. I hate to use the word dirty, but that's kind of what I like. So it's a little darker. If you can see right there, it's a little darker right there. I'm gonna keep that because I kind of like the way that looks in the nooks and crannies there. Thank you, Anita. Thank you, Charlene, for sprinkling. I appreciate that. I do appreciate it. Thank you for the hearts, guys. Thank you so much. So the dark wax, to me, is what really brings it over the top. And you're just putting it on. You could even put, if you want, if you had just a paper towel, you can apply it with a paper towel. But when you have something with a lot of nooks and crannies like this, you really need some kind of a brush to get into the nooks and crannies. If it was a flatter surface, you probably can get away with just putting it on with a cloth or something like that. You know, when you're doing when I was doing furniture, if you're just doing, you know, a table or something like that that's flat, doesn't have any detailing in it, you can put the wax on just with a plain brush and or a paper towel and just put it on. But when you got something with a lot of detailing, you want some kind of brush where you can swirl it and get it into how much wax you take off. There we go, just like that. Let's see. Hello. Hey, Daphne, thank you for sprinkling. I appreciate it. just like so. And then just remember, guys, if you just pop it on, don't forget for this weekend, the PJ event with Craft Around the Clock. It's going to be fun. We're all going to be in PJs the whole weekend long. Come and join us. It's going to be a lot of fun. I will be posting a graphic of my time and pictures of me and Grace. But it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. I just can't make myself paint on furniture. Cindy, there's some pieces that I won't, and I'll admit that. I have a tray, it's a little bit smaller than this. That's on my kitchen table. That I put my vignettes in it and stuff like that, and that I won't paint. It's got such this exquisite detailing. Not that this doesn't, but I won't paint it. So there are some I won't, some I won't. Kathy says auction you. You crack me up, Kathy. Kathy, you crack me up. Auction, right? Oh my God. So anyway, okay, so this is where it's going. All right, so that's it. Isn't it gorgeous? Look at, guys, this is so pretty, but we are not done yet. We are not done yet. All right, so we are gonna let this sit overnight. This wax has to cure. This has to dry. If I'm feeling it, if you're going to feel your project and it feels cold, like paint or anything like that, that means it's still wet. This is, well, I don't know, here in New Jersey, it's going down to the 20s tonight, so this might still feel cold no matter what, but this is still wet. So after tomorrow, when we come back tomorrow, we're going to be doing crackling with fine line crackling, and we're going to crackle this, and it's going to make it just like, it's going to make it over the top with the crackle. Over the top. So, but isn't it so pretty? So this is what it looked like before, just like that. Oh, I didn't paint the feet. I forgot. All right, I got to paint the feet, but I think it came out really pretty. So there we go. Look how gorgeous this is, right? Thank you. And if you're interested in this paper, like I said, it's from Decoupage Queen, and it's under Colombo. If you hit the hamburger menu on Decoupage Queen, hit Colombo, and you will find it there. So let's see. Thank you, Terry. Thank you, Luann. I appreciate it. Thanks, Sharon. I love you all. Thank you so much for joining me today. All right, guys, if we can keep our fancy friends in our prayers, I would so appreciate it. I don't know if Cindy is still on here, but if we can keep Cindy in our prayers, her grandson passed away the day before Mother's Day, and he would have been actually graduating this week from high school. So it was a tragic accident. So if we can keep Cindy in our prayers, I would just so appreciate it, her and her family. That's a lot to go through. And if we can we have Terry on here, if we keep her granddaughter in our prayers also, and keep Terry in our prayers. She's having some testing done, and we need good results from that. So keep Terry in our prayers. Oh, you're welcome, Dana. Thank you. So, and if anybody ever wants to be on our Fancy Friends prayer list, please just private message me, and I will let everybody, I can let everyone know and get some prayers going. All right, yeah. It was some tragedy. I can't even imagine what they are going through. Yeah, Cindy's a very, very big. She's like all of you guys. She always comes on here and shares the love and support to my page. And so if we can please keep her in your prayers, I would appreciate it. Thank you. Prayers for our friends. Yes, absolutely. And God knows who needs them. So if I'm forgetting anybody, God knows who needs them. All right. So thank you, everybody. Have a blessed rest of your day. Can't wait to see you all tomorrow. And if you just popped on, the replay will be on, and you can see this pretty tray that we're finishing up. This is only part 1. Part 2 will be tomorrow, guys. All right. Mwah. Have a blessed rest of your day, and I will see you later, everyone. All right. Bye, guys.